YouTube, we're back, baby. We're back. Today we're going to be talking about the Commanders. You know what this is. This is the DMV Sports 3, the OGs of the DMV. To the left of me, or to the right of me, is my man Trey Z. Down low is Deacon. And we're going to be talking about the Commanders season today and the schedule and the quarterbacks and the offenses that we're going to be facing. But before we do all of that, you know what we say, fellas. You know what we say. Let's get it.
Even the hood rats, keep it real where the hood's at. Swinging wooden bats at your so-called cats. You know how we roll, y'all get up in the back. Roll call in the back, stole the Bama, watch his ass go back.
In DC, where you got chickens that make it harder to get them digits, the skins and them cowboy
In
tickets.
DC, decay corpse, dirty Cadillacs, Desert Eagle get a blast. Watch your back in DC. Four corners of hate, four corners of death, four corners that'll take your last breath. Northeast, southwest, southeast, and northwest. It's the devil's diamond, feel it from your head to your chest. Hope you got your best. Four corners of hate, four
DMV
corners
Sports
of
3,
death.
we got our schedule here. We got our schedule. And it looks pretty good for us. It looks good. I think that we can do this one. It's a lot better than last year's schedule, that's for sure. We're not doing the gauntlet like we did last year. But we got some good competition. You know, they NFL players, you know, NFL teams. And this year, you know who we start off with is them Jacksonville Jaguars. Deacon, can you put the schedule up for us?
Yeah, let me bring it up real quick. I just messed it up. Let's see here.
Coming. Them Jaguars, that new Jaguar look. They got a young quarterback who actually played pretty good towards the end of the season last year. Sorta. But I think we're gonna be prepared for it. We got the Jaguars opening up September 11th at home. And then we got we're gonna travel to the Lions on the 18th. And then we got a home game against Philly. And then we play Dallas in Dallas. And then we ended that first section of the season, October 9th, in Tennessee. And Deacon's backyard. So, fellas, what you think about this first opening section and the quarterbacks we played, the offenses that we play? How you think we're going to do defensively? And how you think we're going to do in total, in general, in this first section of the year 2022 schedule? What you think, Tracy?
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that Jacksonville game, though we should and supposed to win, that's gonna be a tough game. And I'm gonna tell you because number one, whenever we sit there and start to act like when we go against individuals that we can beat, we play to the level of the team. And they got some players, they got some ballers, man. They man, listen, if they have any kind of plan with the players that they have in Sunshine's second year, we could be challenged. So I'm concerned a little bit about the first game because it's too much of a gimme for the Commanders. The Commanders, when we have gimmies, they're the ones, and then we wondering what's going on.
Well, Jacksonville feel like it's a gimme because they already tweeted it as a gimme.
Hey, you know,
seen that tweet? Did y'all see that tweet?
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but any team that got 3 wins, they supposed to say that. They say that about everybody.
they already counting it as a victory. And they hackling our quarterback. They already going at that quarterback already, looking forward to seeing them and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't know if y'all saw that tweet.
Yeah, man. Listen, I didn't see it, but I heard about it through the grapevine. But I'm looking at this first section as you're talking about. Just talking about the first section. The only game that I'm comfortable with is Detroit. Honestly, of course, you know our 2 division rivals is always going to be a battle. The Jacksonville is a first, like I said, a shocker in the beginning, and then Tennessee in the back end it depends on which Tennessee shows up. So you know, and you know, and if the monster is healthy, so we always have a problem with somebody like that. So I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? We going.
I mean, what do you think about the quarterbacks that you think in this first section?
Oh, we talking quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks. What do you think about these quarterbacks in this first section? Do you think we're gonna have a problem with these quarterbacks at all?
Well, we always have a problem with running quarterbacks. Who's the quarterback in Tennessee now?
Tannehill. He's not a running quarterback. He's the pocket guy.
Yeah, no, Tannehill is going to be a target. Yeah, so we're good with that. So it's
Dak,
just
Dak's
Dak
not a
and
running
the board.
quarterback. Is Dak ain't a running quarterback?
Dak can move more than most, and
He
Dak,
moves in the pocket.
yeah, and yeah, he's not taking off, baby. But I really haven't seen Sunshine play like that. So, but again, the whole entire team. Who's in Detroit now? I don't even know the quarterback.
Golf, man. He's a statue too.
To a certain degree,
He wasn't a statue.
He ain't rolling out the pocket.
I mean,
he ain't coming out that pocket.
He ain't coming out of that pocket. I mean, Jacksonville's quarterback will come out of that pocket. He thinks he's an athlete. I don't know if he's an NFL quality running quarterback, but he thinks he's an athlete for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, he got wheels. Yeah, but he's not a somebody that's just going to run first.
So you just saying Jalen Hurts is the only person y'all concerned about as far as quarterbacks on this first tier?
No, I'm concerned about Dax in the pocket. Dax usually kills us in the pocket.
That's right.
On this first section, for me, only quarterback that I'm really concerned about. One, I agree with you, Tracy, about September 11th. We don't know what this young quarterback going to do. This is his second year. He might have took a big jump up, in his skill level. We don't know. He did play well the last part of the year, so we don't know about him. I'm not concerned about the Lions quarterback. Philly quarterback, I think if we force him to stay in the pocket, we can beat Philly. Philly got the talent level went up so much that I am concerned about the whole game because their talent level is so. They took a major step up this year in free agency and rookies. But I'm not from a quarterback perspective. If we can keep Hurts in the pocket, I think we do well with him. Dax is the best quarterback that we play in this first section. And then I think Tennessee's quarterback, it all depends on that big running back. The way he goes is the way the whole team goes. So I'm more concerned about the running back than the quarterback. What do you think, Deacon?
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
I'm not really afraid of any of these quarterbacks. I mean, we all know that, the division games are going to be tough. That's just the way the NFC East plays. Whether we up or down, it's still going to be a tough game. But Jacksonville, I'm not scared of him. He's basically a rookie plus one game when he comes in. You can have the off season, but then they had more turnover than we did. So you got a new coach coming in, you got a new quarterback, you got a whole bunch of rookies. I mean, they did pretty good in the off season, but I don't think they can be ready game one. So I'm not scared of them. Nobody's scared of golf. Eagles, I'm not really scared of Wentz because I'm not Wentz, but what's his boy name?
Hurts.
Yeah.
We are winning.
I'm not scared of Hurts, man.
Hey, Wentz is a double agent for Deacon. He's a double agent.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first. We got a lot of quarterbacks that came here from Philly. But I'm not scared of Hurts. I mean, if we can shut down that run, he's not really a pocket passer. Let's just be honest. I mean, he's gotten a lot better, but he's not a pocket passer. Dak is the only one that's a competent quarterback in all these. Tannehill is, but he's a former quarterback. He's a former wide receiver. So if we can stop Derrick Henry, keep him from getting downhill, man, I think that's an easy game too. I know they went to the playoffs last year and all that.
You think Tennessee's an easy game?
I think it's going to be an easy game. Nobody's the same from one year to another. They haven't done really that much except for get a quarterback. And he ain't going to be playing.
So you saying Tennessee took a step back?
I'm saying that they're beatable.
They're beatable. Okay. All right, well, let's go on with the second part of the season, the middle part of the season, which is pretty tough, looks like to me, but let's talk about the Chicago Bears on the 13th, October 13th. October 23rd, we play Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Then we turn around and play Ryan October 30th. I guess a revenge game for our quarterback. We play them at their stadium too, so that's on the Colts. Then we turn around and play Kirk Cousins at our home. And Kirk gonna play us hard, we know that. Then we back to Philly again with Hurts. And then we end up with I don't even know who Texas quarterback is a rookie or second year player.
That is
Mills. Is it Mills?
Yeah. Davis Mills.
David Mills. So we played November 20th, going towards Thanksgiving. We played the Texans. Who are y'all? What quarterbacks y'all concerned? What offensive are y'all concerned about putting up big points against us during this middle part of the season, crucial part of the season too? Who are y'all concerned about?
There's only one quarterback on this tier that we'd be concerned about. The quarterback.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, of course. Captain Kirk. No, you know, the man who talked trash and now owns Green Bay and half of Wisconsin. So Aaron Rodgers is gonna come in, like I said, and I always say, I mean, I don't get me wrong, I care less about Aaron Rodgers, but I gotta respect him. And when that guy shows up, he's gonna play. He is the perennial who everybody wants, you know, Aaron Rodgers. Man, I think at one time we was even talking about him coming here. So we would have gave everybody up for Aaron Rodgers. So that's the only one I see. Justin Fields, of course, possibly can use his legs, but he just looks like a deer in the headlights out there. I don't really see him. This might be it for him, me personally, from what I have seen. And you got, you know, like you said, the rest of them. Captain Kirk is going to play. And I think, can we just go ahead and put the elephant in the room real quick? Though we could and despised him as he was here, he was killing us, just always finding a way to lose. Kirk Cousins is a quarterback now. He's not.
He's a dump off guy. He's a stats guy. He's a deacon dump.
Proven to be a quarterback.
Right.
Now,
yeah, that's true.
Can he get to the upper echelon of the Rodgers, the GOAT himself, and maybe Russell Wilson? Those are the top three right now, right? If you would say in the NFL, top three quarterbacks.
I would throw Watson in there too. If he's Watson.
Well, see, we got to see. Watson's been sitting on the sideline for quite some time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like how, you know, shoot, at one point Kaepernick was looking great. You know what I'm saying? But then you see him in the little workouts, man. he looked like he hasn't played in 40 years, man. So, in my opinion. And so, we'll see how Watson, if Watson does what he does, then yes, actually, he would be the top three. Probably would knock Wilson down. But overall, just Kirk Cousins can definitely play quarterback. I'll just say that.
What offenses are you concerned about, Deacon? Besides Rodgers, I know Rodgers you're concerned about, but what offenses are you concerned about in this group right here?
None really. Like I said, I already have us beating Philly. So I mean, the Vikings, like you said, Kirk Cousins gonna play us hard, but let's just be honest. He's a 50-50 quarterback. His record shows it. So you can't be a top echelon quarterback and your record be 50-50. I don't see it. I mean, he's gonna drop dimes on us just because it's us. But any other game, he's whack. So Chicago, no. Green Bay is really the only one. I'm not even, the Colts. I don't see that's gonna be a hard game either.
You don't think that's gonna be a hard game with Taylor as their running back? And
that's kind of like
anytime you can shut one side of the ball down, element of their offense, which we got to shut the run down. If we shut the run down, Matt Ryan ain't beating nobody. He's 50 years old. And look, if we get beat by Matt Ryan, then we deserve, to sit down.
Well, I have to say, Heineke beat Matt Ryan last year, didn't he?
There you go. There you go. So, and the Texans, like I said, we have no idea what Davis Mills is, so I'm not worried about him. I said it. I ain't gonna say it again. I said it one time. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Hey, look. So we play.
What did he say?
Wait a minute. Hold on, Al. I don't think
I ain't say nothing. I said it already one time.
We wait to the end. We wait to the end.
Okay. All right.
So we play Philly in Philly. We played them in the 25th of September at home. On the November 14th, we played Philly in Philly, which is always a tough game. Philly always plays as tough. I mean, it's a division game. It's going to be a war. You know that's going to be a war. If Hurts is going to have a good game, that's another time. So we have a chance to lose 4 in a row here. There's a major chance we can lose 4 in a row.
What you looking at?
Green Bay, Colts, Minnesota, and Philly. That's a tough gauntlet, especially if Kirk Cousins plays us tough.
Big Al, come on now. We got the easiest schedule in the whole league.
No,
You
I'm
gotta
just
lose
looking at
it 4 in a row.
that. I'm saying
You gotta
that
lose it 4 in a row.
I said Green Bay, Colts, Minnesota, and Philly. I mean, that's a tough gauntlet. That's the hardest gauntlet I can see.
That's
on
the hardest part of this schedule.
this schedule this year, which is,
This year.
and be honest with you, that's like last year. That would be nothing. Last year that would be nothing.
Last year, right?
We gotta remember too that Aaron Rodgers lost his security blanket, man.
Yeah,
He's in Las Vegas now.
Yeah, he did.
So they don't have it. They don't have no wide receivers.
Yeah,
I mean, at least Philly got Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers had what's that dude named Cooper?
Nah,
that's
San
Rams.
Francisco.
That's
Los Angeles Rams.
Los Angeles Rams. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about who did Aaron Rodgers used to have before he got your boy. What's his name? Cooper. That was his number one receiver. He came back to him too, right?
He old though, Trey.
He old. Cobb. You're talking about Cobb.
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 Cobb was Cobb a top 10 receiver?
10 years ago.
I can leave again.
Was he top 10?
Oh, yeah.
Nah. He was about
top in the top half. That's for sure.
Top 15 receiver.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's what Aaron Rodgers can do. That's all I'm saying, fellas. I do not believe Green Bay is going to go into the season without having somebody Aaron Rodgers can throw to. And I'm just using Cobb as an example because he wasn't really we weren't fearing him like, oh my God, Cobb is coming. But Aaron Rodgers, and they got that combination going where that dude was always there. So I'm just saying, I hear what Al is saying. Green Bay's going to be tough. And this is what I also see, fellas. Right around this moment, I'm looking at this. It depends on how healthy we are, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Right there. That is when that whole piece that Al was talking about 4 in a row, if we in there playing, with our backups. So that is what I'm concerned about. That's a big thing that we tend not to talk about. We don't talk about injuries here on D43. I don't want to bring up nothing, but boy, usually around that time, we got 4 or 5 players down.
That's true. I thought we wouldn't talk about it.
Hey, look, let's go to the last part.
I can't help it, man. I can't help it.
Crazy, let's go to the last part of the season. We start off the last part of the season after Thanksgiving, November 27th. We play the Dirty Birds with Mariota. Then we go back to playing December 4th. We play Jones and the New York Giants. If Jones is still in there, Jones might not be playing by that time. He might be on the bench or hurt or whatever. But we play Jones and New York, the New York team, and then we have a bye. Then we play New York again, home and home. That's going to be a war. If everybody's going to be, because New York just plays us tough. I don't know. Every time we play them, they could be one in
division game.
They just plays us tough. And we play them back to back. Then Christmas Eve, we go to 49ers land, San Francisco, and play the 49ers Christmas Eve.
Not worried about that.
And then we play Watson and the Cleveland Browns at the end of the year. The season is kind of wrapping up at that point. And then we play the Cowboys the end of the year for the division championship. It's the 7th of 2023. So in this section right here, end of the year section, it looks like it ends pretty strong and we can get through that gauntlet of the New York Giants, but I feel good about this section, to be honest with you. But who do y'all fear about in this section right here? Who do y'all fear?
The only, it depends on if Garoppolo is still in San Francisco. Because if they're playing Trey Lance, then that's nothing. Cleveland, like I said, we got to see what your boy's going to come back as. I think he's going to probably be hurt by then. Giants is probably the game we're going to lose. One of them. It's hard to beat somebody back to back, man. And the issue is going to be most likely we're going to be playing 2 different quarterbacks. Because if we win on the 4th, we're going to sit Jones, and then they're going to put Tyrod Taylor in there. And then he's going to come in like a world beater and run all over the place because he's short and can't see. So I think we're going to lose one of them games. But Cleveland's tough too. They got a nice running back. And I'm sure they're going to play better with their quarterback now as opposed to playing with the The one they luckily got. Well, he's still on the roster though, right?
Yeah, he's still He's still on the rock. Right now, he is. Right now,
they haven't got rid of him yet, so they'll trade him by trade deadline, I think.
Right, I'm sure they would.
He's not gonna show up in the season if Watson is there. If Watson is playing, he's not gonna be a Cleveland Brown.
Oh no, it's over for him. I'm just saying they're gonna be better with Watson than they are last year. So,
Then we play Dallas at the end of the year.
Hopefully by the time we get to Dallas, the season's over. We already got the locked up.
What do you think, Tracy? Who are you concerned about in this last part of the season here?
I'm concerned about the first part of 2023 with Cleveland and Dallas. I got a feeling that those games are going to matter. They're going to matter. It just every time they put Dallas down in the end of our schedule, every time it matters. It matters. Now, it could matter to us. It could be a situation where we just need to get it at a certain point to get to the playoffs or whatever, and they might play, or try to play spoiler or whatever. It's going to matter, man. It's going to matter. And if Watson is there, it's going to be a tough game because, like I said, he's out of all the running quarterbacks. If he is coming back as the Watson that we all know and love, then that's going to be our toughest on the schedule game as we talk quarterback. All right, now let's not forget that Cleveland got a hell of a running game too. Those guys hate that double duo they got is no slouch. So that's a tough game, man. That game right there, and then Dallas. That's that. I got a feeling that we're looking at that part of the schedule. That's what I'm concerned about. Atlanta is going to be fun. That's going to be highlight reel. New York is ineptitude. It's been that way for a while. Don't see us losing any of those games. I think we got them in our pocket again. And, San Fran, Garoppolo, or whoever, Lance, I'm not impressed. Matter of fact, we kind of owned San Fran for quite some time. So
we play one top 10 quarterback. Top 5, top 15.
2.
Come on now, we play more than that. Kirk Cousins is considered top 15. Ryan is considered top 15.
Listen, his record is 50-50, which means he's
no. You said the top 15. Kirk Cousins is a top 15 quarterback.
He is not. He's a top 16. He's a top 16. Top 16. Right? No, I'm saying he's in the middle. His record is 50.
That's a homer call, Al.
I know. He just don't like Kirk Cousins. But
32 teams in the league. He's ranked 50-50. He's in the middle. He's 16. He's not top 15.
16. I gotta look that up.
Analytics.
I gotta Google that one, man. I think he's a top 10 quarterback.
Dude, his record is 59.
I'm not talking about his record. I'm talking about his stats, his touchdown level.
You're all with your record.
You may be talking about. I'm talking about as far as the top 15 quarterbacks. He's actually rated higher than Wentz. He's probably rated higher than Wentz.
Well, I won't doubt that. I mean, Wentz has been hurt, so what do you want to do?
And we played Dak. Come on now. Dak is one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Come on now. Dak is top quarterback.
He may be
Rodgers is probably number 1, number 2 for him and Brady. Then it's Dak for who we play this year. It's number 2 quarterback that we played this year. And then it's probably going to be Watson if Watson's healthy and the same Watson. Okay, then after that, it's going to be either Kirk Cousins or Matt Ryan.
Last year, 2021, Kirk Cousins was ranked 13.
That's my point. So he's top 15 quarterback.
I can't barely top 15.
He was ranked over Lamar Jackson, to be quite honest with you, at 14.
Now, who are you more afraid of?
Lamar.
That's what I said. He's a 50-50 guy. Listen, anybody on
Mac Jones was your 16th spot, Beacon, in 2021. Mac Jones.
Well,
that's why I said we could beat New York.
Anyway, we only play about 3 or 4 tough quarterbacks. We actually played some pretty good running backs this year. Top 4. We played probably the top 2 running backs this year, which is the big boy from Tennessee, and we play Taylor at the Colts. And we play Dalvin Cook.
And we play Chubb. Don't forget Chubb.
And we play Chubb. Matter of fact, the running back gauntlet this year is the running back gauntlet.
Yeah, it's better than the quarterbacks this year.
It's definitely better than the quarterbacks. He played 4 of the top running backs in the league.
And the people still consider Zeke good. I don't, but they still consider Zeke good.
I like the quarterback. I like the running back for the Giants is better than Zeke. What's the big boy with the big boy from the Giants?
Saquon.
Yeah, he's always hurt, but he's better than Zeke.
Yeah, if he's healthy.
So was the one from Philly.
If he's healthy,
the one from Philly's better. Yeah, I think Zeke maybe. I don't put Zeke in the top 10. Not now because he's not that player no more. To me,
Zeke is the least impressive running back in the whole league. Not whole league, but our division.
In our division, I think Gibson is better than Zeke. I think AG is better than Zeke at this point.
Man, we put the water bug in there.
Right. Water bug, we wait for you this year, baby. Come on, water bug.
Hey,
make the team.
To get off topic, man, I want to just give much respect to the Capitals. Last night, they were eliminated from the playoffs. I got to mention that. They kind of broke my heart a little bit. That was a tough one, overtime. But we are DMV sports fans. We are Caps fans. And really, the Caps is the best organization.
That's in Washington. Say it again. They consistently find themselves in the playoffs. The dance. At least.
Wait, come on. Hey, hockey, everybody makes playoffs. Let's just be honest about it.
Wow. That's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Over half the league make the playoffs.
Come on, man. Nonetheless, the Capitals.
What is it? It's only 10 teams in the league. What are you talking about?
5 of them make it up.
Hey, shout out to the Caps. It's an accomplishment, man. We got the best hockey player in the league. You know, Alex Ovechkin coming close to getting to be the number 1 scorer in the league. You know, for what I do know about hockey. But again, shout out to
number 1 scorer ever in the league. You know, ever. So he's like 2 or 3 now. So
he's working on that. Yeah,
he's working on that. So, and like I said, it was a tough game. You know, it was tough last night. Overtime loss. We got a last-second goal, and then we went to overtime and lost in overtime. Of course, the Florida Panthers was the best hockey team, supposedly rated the best team in the whole NHL. So we lost to them. You know, we had to get respect out to them.
You know that the Panthers have never won a playoff series.
They did. You're right about that.
That's a hard one to swallow.
At least it wasn't the Rangers again.
Yeah,
that was harder to swallow.
Anybody else?
Anybody but the Rangers. Nonetheless, man, the Nationals are rebuilding, so we, go Nats. But we know this is a rebuilding year. So we got to retool up for coming seasons.
The Mystics started out 3-0.
3-0, that's right.
So.
That's right.
That's right. Much respect to the ladies. They are last title winners, too. They the last ones in the city to win a title. They were the last ones, so we got much respect to the Mystics.
That's not sad.
That's sad. That's not
because don't nobody watch women's basketball. That's what's sad about it.
That's what's sad. That is sad.
That
but
is.
The fact that when we do watch it, that our Mystics are 3-0, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Hey, there's a Washington softball team. Can't think of the name right now. When I do find out who they are and they winning, I'm excited. There's a Washington shuffleboard team. I'm like, oh, we're going to the playoffs. Look at us. I'm buying a T-shirt. Come on, Deacon.
Oh, I'm in for a pound and for a penny, man. I'm in. I'm just saying that.
Hey, man. Before we wrap up, we're not making predictions, but just get your overall feeling, because Deacon made a bold prediction on another show that we did. But let's get your overall feeling of this year's season coming up and the schedule that we got. How you feel about it? I'm gonna start with Trey Z, then we're gonna go to the big guy down low. Trey Z, how you feel about this year's season and our schedule that we got, just from looking at the schedule? No predictions, but just the schedule.
I'm excited. If it's just the schedule, then I will say I'm very excited.
I know for me, I'm excited. I'm interested to see if Wentz can make that next. Can he just go to being a good quarterback? If he can be just a good quarterback, then I'm predicting at least, a playoff berth. he can just be a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's that one step up from where he was from Indianapolis. I'm thinking the playoff berth, but I'm excited. Just look at the schedule in general. It's not the gauntlet that we went through last year, and that's definitely a blessing. Deacon, now you had a big statement on the previous show that we did as you know, on another huge show. Can you repeat that, or do you want to repeat that?
I'm not. Listen, I'm not gonna say. I'm about to call it, dog.
Call it.
I'm about to call it. I'm about Super Bowl. I'm looking at 17. I'm looking at 18 and all. I'm calling it right now.
When you do that, when you do that, say that again.
Hey, Super Bowl. That's what I said. I ain't gonna come back off of it. It's Super Bowl or bust. And that's the point. That's for Ron. That's for Wentz. Everybody on the football team is Super Bowl or get to stepping. Because it's that time.
All right,
I like that.
Is that so huge? Is that so huge? I mean, you know, it's off season, baby. Hey, no, listen. The funny thing is, man, that with the way the season is now, you can lose 7 games and still be in double-digit wins.
Yep,
that's a lot of games. So I definitely see us winning double digits this year.
Said no records.
Really? I didn't say the record. I didn't say we lost. I just said double digits. But I got us going to the Super Bowl, man. I do. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I mean, I'm a homer, so you got to take that into consideration.
A little bit.
But you know, until we lose game 1, I got to see how we play. Hey, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I don't expect anything less.
I'll add, as long as we can compete, then we will be fine. And Deacon, we might be closer to what Deacon is saying. As long as we compete, there were just some games, man, that we just did not show. And when that happens, that unfortunately trickles down to the next game, and it just until we can break free. But if we always consistently stay healthy and compete, man, because of our record and the schedule, Al, is what I'm saying, not the record, but because of our schedule, there it is. Now, once we get where we're going to get to, there's a little different story. But again, just staying in the schedule if we compete says a lot.
Look at this. Okay, look at what we picked up this year. Okay, we improved at quarterback. Okay, we improved at wide receiver. Okay, we got a weapon, and then we got Curtis Samuels too. So we didn't have him last year. So healthy, we got him. That's a pickup. We picked up Chase Young. We didn't have him last year. We're going to pick up Logan Thomas in the middle of the season. We picked up a defensive lineman. You know, that's supposed to be pretty good. We picked up a bruising running back. We picked up some players, man. We got better. We got better this year.
Most definitely.
The talent got better, and we got a better quarterback. We should. I mean,
most definitely. And you forgot about Scott Turner has another year on his belt as offensive coordinator, so he's getting better. He's getting better. And I appreciate the fact, Deacon, that you doubled down on your prediction from the other show. Hey, y'all, Deacon doubled down on it. So, like I said, he's not just talking about making the playoffs. He's talking about going to the big dance. Deacon doubled down on it.
With Big Dan.
With Big Dan. You know what I'm saying?
And then everybody's going to come home. They're going to be like, oh, I love the Commanders.
That's right. Bammers. Hey, man, it's glad to see y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Hey, remember, hit the like button. Give us a thumbs up, baby. Subscribe. Share, man. Let people know. Hey, give us comments on how you feel about the schedule this year. How you feel about the quarterbacks that we're playing and the gauntlet that we have to go through this year. Let us know how you feel. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram. And definitely check us out on Facebook. We are there. And look for other platforms for us to be in. Look for other shows that we're making appearances on. We are there too. So, hey, we love y'all. We check y'all out next week with a different topic about DMV sports. See y'all.
Hey, what you drinking, you got?